The difference between where you are now and where you want to be exists because of your mindset. Not because life handed everyone else a better hand. The gap exists because mindset decides what you do with time, what you do with distraction, and what you do when things get hard. And that is where the separation begins. Most people think the gap between average and exceptional is dramatic. They think it must be talent, connections, luck. But most of the time, the real difference is smaller than that. It is in the habits, the way of thinking, the things a person keeps doing long after it stops being exciting. That is what the 1% mindset really is. It is a way of living, a way of using your days productively, a way of responding when comfort calls you. The top 1% understand that they get the same 24 hours as everyone else, and how they use those hours is what matters. Understanding this fact helps remove excuses from the equation. You get time, just like everybody else gets time. The question is what you do with it. Do you build, or do you waste it? Do you use it to become someone stronger and wiser? Or do you spend it feeding distraction, hesitation, and habits that quietly keep your life small? Mindset is not just how you think when you feel inspired. It is how you move when life is ordinary, when nobody is clapping, when the result is not immediate. That is where most people lose, not because they are incapable, because they are inconsistent. They want a different life, but they keep protecting the routines that built the current one. They want growth, but they keep choosing ease, and that is why they stay where they are. But the 1% mindset is different. It understands something most people never fully accept. Success is not mainly talent or luck. It is consistency. It is showing up when you do not feel like it. It is doing the work when nobody is watching. It is making choices that look small and pointless in the moment, but over time, they become the reason for success. Because life does not change in one giant dramatic moment. It changes in the quiet, in what you repeat, in what you refuse, in what you return to every day until it becomes part of who you are. That is why the people who change their lives are usually not the people with the loudest intentions. They are the people with the strongest standards. The ones who understand that if you want something you have never had, you will have to do things you have never done. These are the people who do what they say they will do. They keep the promises they make to themselves. If they say they will get up at 5 a.m., they get up at 5 a.m. No excuses. That is the cost. One most people are not willing to make. Because most people are more in love with comfort than they are with growth. That is why they stay stuck. Comfort is seductive because it feels harmless. A little delay, a little scrolling. But the problem is that these things compound too. Not just the good habits, the weak ones as well. And one day a person looks up and realizes they did not grow into the life they wanted. They drifted away from it. Because they never understood that their current habits is what built their future life. That is why the 1% mindset is not built on talk. It is built on ownership. It's built on self-awareness. The 1% understand that no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to drag you out of your distractions. No one is coming to build your discipline for you. That truth is heavy, but it is also freeing. Because once you accept it, you stop waiting. You stop needing perfect timing. You stop outsourcing your life to hope. and you begin. That is where real change starts. Not when you feel most inspired, when you become most honest. Honest about the habits that keep stealing the most valuable resource you have, your time. A lot of people want a better life while still living in a way that makes that new life impossible. That is why the 1% mindset looks different. It is not flashy, it is disciplined. It understands that the life you want is built in private long before it is visible in public. Before a tree stands tall, it grows where nobody can see it. That is exactly how progress works too. For a long time, it looks like nothing is happening. No applause, no dramatic proof, no obvious breakthrough. But something is still being built underneath the surface. Roots, stability. And this is where most people quit, because they mistake invisible progress for no progress. They do not understand that some of the most important seasons in life are the ones where you look ordinary from the outside, but are being rebuilt from the inside. The 1% mindset can survive that season. It can stay with the work before the reward shows up. It can keep building when the outside has not changed. That is rare, because most people do not fail because they are untalented. They fail because they stop too early. They back off when it gets quiet. They lose faith when results are delayed. They interpret difficulty as a sign to quit instead of a sign that something real is being asked of them. But the 1% understand that failure is not the opposite of progress. It is often part of it. They fail more because they try more. They learn more because they stay in the fight longer. They get up one more time than they fall, and that makes all the difference. Because you can't lose if you don't stop. Every time you refuse to quit, you are building something. You are building identity. You are becoming someone who does not collapse the moment life stops giving instant rewards. And that is where confidence actually comes from. Not from saying you believe in yourself while doing nothing that proves it. Confidence comes from evidence, from keeping promises to yourself, from watching yourself stay disciplined after the mood is gone. That is why the 1% mindset feels different in a person. It is grounded, calm, focused. Not because life is easy for them, but because they have stopped living at the mercy of their impulses. They have stopped treating discipline like a punishment. They have stopped seeing sacrifice as something unfair. They understand that self-investment has one of the highest returns in life. So they invest in their health, in their education, in the way they think. Because they know that becoming better is not about fixing one part of life while neglecting the rest. It is about becoming stronger in every role you have to live in. And that is available to anyone. That is what makes this powerful. The 1% mindset is not reserved for a chosen few. It belongs to anyone willing to live by it. Anyone willing to stop wasting the hours they were given. Anyone willing to stop hiding behind distraction. That is the real separation. Living in a way that can carry more. Because the life you want is not waiting for a better version of you to magically appear. That version is either being built or betrayed by the actions you take today. So if you really want more, stop obsessing over the outcome and start correcting the mindset that keeps producing the same life. Stop talking like someone who wants more and living like someone who does not. Stop expecting motivation to do the work discipline was always supposed to do. Take ownership. Protect your time. Do the work. Keep going when it is quiet. Keep going when it is hard. Keep going even when nothing has changed. Because that is how the 1% mindset is built. Not in one perfect week, but in small daily decisions repeated long enough that they stop feeling like effort and start becoming identity. And one day, if you keep living that way, the gap between where you are and where you want to be will begin to close. And eventually, you will become the person you've always wanted to be.